All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is another fig unboxing video. This time we're doing a wrestling figure. We're doing a Mattel Elite Top Picks, Randy Orton. The Top Picks line is pretty much synonymous with being, a lot of times, second chance figures and alternate attires. Of a lot of the mainline elite WWE figures. And this time we got Randy Orton. It's actually, sometimes you get a new figure with a new head sculpt and a new attire. The last Randy Orton prior to this one was an elite. I don't remember which elite it was. I should have got my facts right before I did this video, right? It was the Elite Randy Orton with the white attire. There's the white trunks with the red trim. Which I also forget which match that was from. I want to say it was from WrestleMania last year, which was WrestleMania. I can't remember. Let me see. It's WrestleMania 37. I think it was at WrestleMania. I forget who Orton faced that year. But I could be wrong because I do remember Edge also wearing red and a white attire with red logos, and everybody was going nuts over it because white attires on figures are some of the best looking figures, and everybody made the correlation like, oh, both of the Rated RKO members wore the same color scheme. So that was the last Orton we got before this one. He had facial hair, and this one just has like a clean-shaven face with kind of a scowl on his face. This is Randy Orton. This tire represents is Randy Orton during his heel run when he fought Edge. I think this may be the attire he wore when he RKO'd Beth Phoenix on Raw that one time. But it definitely represents the last time he was a heel prior to the Rated RKO run that he just recently had. The next Orton that's coming out is going to be a part of, I want to say, Elite Series 99? If I'm wrong, correct me, maybe 98, and it has, it's the RK Bro attire with the mustache, and it's got the red knee pads, well, the black knee pads with the red RKO logos, as do the tights. And it comes with the WWE Raw Championship, a Raw Tag Team Championship. So I also noticed after I did the last video, which was for the Arkham City Catwoman, that I forgot, as I was looking for a stand, that figure actually came with a stand and a little trading card for Catwoman, which the stand is your run-of-the-mill McFarlane stand for the DC figures with the DC logo on it. But since I forgot to show it off in that video, here it is actually right here for the Catwoman figure that we had there. So it's that right there. And then on the back, if you want to pause, you could read it. It has a little profile for her. Yeah. So I forgot to show that in the last video. But like I said, this is Randy Orton. It's a better look at his face. Of course, we'll get a better looking one when he's out the box. I think out of all the Randy Orton figures we received, this one looks the most like him. So that's the side of the box. And that's a picture of the likeness in real life. There's some of his career highlights, which would probably cover up the entire box. They put really what Orton has accomplished. I mean, he's a Grand Slam champion. He's had every title in WWE at this rate. Let's see. RKO is the finisher, the three most deadliest ladders in sports entertainment. Other figures in this series would be Rey Mysterio, which I also have, but I'm not opening him. It has like the Batman 1996 decor, and I had to have it because I'm a huge Batman guy. Also, so I have the Orton, as we can see here, I have this Rey Mysterio. I think I also have the John Cena. Which I also, I guess I could start doing videos on non-openings. But I wanted to open up this Orton, and I figure even though I have little or no views, I should still upload a video of me opening this figure. My box is a little damaged anyway, so, and I don't too much like keeping packages. If, God forbid, I ever have to get rid of them or sell them to someone, they don't deduct points because the box is damaged, which if you look at that, they totally would. So yeah, that's my Orton package, and let's get them opened here. So, and this time we won't forget any accessories or anything like that. This one won't also be as long as the other one either. I went 16 minutes in the last one because it was my real first unboxing video. And I rambled a little bit, which I kind of tend to do, even in regular speech, of people, for those who know me. But we got our Randy Orton out the package here, and I'll put them up to some of my other Elite figures as well. So we got them out the package there, and that's what it looks like. But like I said, I feel this is the most accurate physiognomy they've gotten to any Orton figure that Mattel has produced. They've come a long way since they first got the license in 2010, I believe it was. Orton was in the very first series, and I think he had like the black trunks with the blue logos on his tights. He had hair, and it was like really dark, and the figure was a lot lighter than this. So it has taken some time for them to get to the point now where we have, double jointed elbows like this. We could detach the heads. So like if you like this Randy Orton, these trunks, you could like get another face and pop it onto this one. Or if you like the knee pads, it's a lot easier to get the boots off now. And now we got perfect articulation if you really want to do an RKO. And then the hands come off because, and then we got this hoodie here, of course, too, with the RKO on the back. Just reminds me of DMX's logo. They always have like the same font. And then you got the knee pads there. And then we're going to take off the vest. This vest is synonymous to me with his heel run. Like, his heel run recently, I damn near like better than his one when he went against Triple H, going into, I want to say, WrestleMania 25, where that feud was red hot in the matches. They went into the match and wrestled it like it was just a regular fucking match. It should have been one of the bloodiest street fights, because they still were bleeding in 2009, I believe. PG had only been in effect for about a year or so, but they were still bleeding. They hadn't completely gotten rid of the policy yet. And that match should have definitely had color. It should have been a brawl, street fight. And I think the match started off with like, they did like a collar and elbow tie-up. And the feud itself was like, Orton basically decimated the entire McMahon family. Gave, I think he's RKO'd Stephanie. I think he gave her a punt and then kissed her. And Orton was, Triple H was like handcuffed and had to watch it all. I'm like, this match should definitely be better than what it was. But nonetheless, I think I liked his run, his second, his maybe third or fourth heel run. This may have been during this phase of his career, because he was heel when he fought, Daniel Bryan with the Authority and what have you too. But I think I like this run better when he had feuded with Edge during his comeback. But this is what it looks like. We've had the same chest mold since day one for Orton. That's what the rear tattoo looks like. Arm tattoos, and also the first couple of Orton figures, they never had the tattoos actually overlap to his shoulders here. It took several figures before we got to that point of accuracy. Articulation wise, I'm always going to show the articulation, even though after a while everyone's seen articulation. If you got one body mold, you've seen it all, right? But goes that far back. We've got ankle, pivot, goes far back, goes up. Could definitely do a pump with this Orton. When I look at these figures, one of the main things I think about is, can I do, like if I was to play with this, can I do the wrestler's finisher with this figure? And I believe the first Orton we've gotten where you could do the RKO perfectly was the Randy Orton in the white. I need to figure out exactly which series that was, which Elite Series Orton that was. I think that was the first Orton that we got where it had the double jointed elbows. Perfect for performing the RKO on other figures. Let me see. Probably should have did this before. Yeah, it was Elite 90. That was the first Orton we got with the new elbow articulation here. So that's Orton. Let's sit him a Spawn's Throne. I'm just going to keep Spawn's Throne as a mainstay for these figures videos that I do, because it's just so fucking awesome. Like it's an awesome little accessory, and Orton fits perfectly in it. Every figure really looks good in it, if you ask me, but it fits perfectly with Orton. I can't wait to get the Cody figure and have him come with a sledgehammer and try to destroy Spawn shit, so Spawn could come straight from hell and go right after Cody. But that's the Orton and the Throne there. So let's get some other figures to let's see who we got here. We'll grab one of my favorites, not just of this year but of all time, the Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels here. Compare him, and then we got I think last time we showed, I don't remember. I don't think we showed any guy figures. We showed Asuka because it was a female figure, it's Catwoman. So let's put him up to his Evolution running mate, Batista, and let's see how well he stands against them. I love the Ultimate series, man. Just the articulation. Everybody's like, hey, we should go Randy Orton Ultimate. I'm like, well, I mean, they've made enough Ortons, and that's not really a real argument, because they've made in the tens of Cenas, and we got 2 Ultimate Cenas. But Orton's just, I don't know. I mean, what would you put with a Ultimate Randy Orton? Like, I don't know what he would come with. And what phase of Orton's career will that Ultimate represent? We got this Shawn Michaels series from SummerSlam, and I've always loved the red and white attires from Shawn Michaels. I actually always wanted them to make a Royal Rumble 98 under Shawn Michaels from when he fought Undertaker in that casket match. That's my favorite all-time Michaels attire. But this is the closest things we got to it, and it looks really fucking good. And then we got Batista here. But, the Shawn Michaels, to go back, got that attire from a fan vote. The Batista here is from, I want to say, New Year's Revolution. Yet it comes with the World Heavyweight Championship and the SmackDown and Raw contracts and the fingers pose. So it's like some significance to represent each attire. But Orton, what could you do? I mean, could you they made an Orton, I think, that came with the World Heavyweight title in the WWE Championship when he beat Cena in the match to become the first undisputed champion. Those who know wrestling know that he wasn't the first. They tried to snub Jericho at that time. But, yeah, I don't know why people want that, but if you're watching this, leave in the comments which Orton you like to see in the Ultimate Edition series. Now, let's try to see how well he could do with the RKO. Well, first and foremost, my Orton here, his arms doesn't go all the way in. So, we've got that there. And, yeah, let me see. Let's use something to keep him up. Alright, so let's zoom out real quick. Yeah, see, before Elite 90, Orton didn't have elbows like that. The last Orton I believe they made before Elite 90, I think it was one of the WrestleMania ones or something. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the other one they made with the hoodie, and he had the black trunks with the red. Let me get an accurate. Say a lot of my videos. I'm new. Let me see, which Orton was that? My other phone is freezing here as I try to figure this out. I have that Orton too. I'm a big Orton fan. I mean, it's one of my all-time favorites. So before that, we had the Orton that came from the SummerSlam series. That, I don't know if that came before the Elite 91, honestly. But the Orton before this one was, let me see. I have that Orton too, the other one with the hoodie. It's, I don't know what's going on with this other phone here. Elite Series 78. I have that one as well. That's the one where he has the hoodie and it's got the dues paid hoodie and the red logo, the red and white logos with the RKO on the knee pads. But before that, basically the point is no Orton prior to this one, and maybe the SummerSlam one, if I could be wrong. He couldn't get his arms all the way to do the RKO. It would be, you know, it just didn't look right. But this is perfect. I love this Orton. This is probably my favorite Orton figure to date. To the point that I have two of them. This is actually my second purchase of this figure. I have another one that hasn't been opened yet, and I want another one to open for fig photography and videos like this. And you all had the pleasure of seeing me open it here. So, that is my review for the Randy Orton Top Picks 2022 Elite figure by Mattel. And I'll be buying the one that came, that is from the RK Bro tag team as well, along with that Riddle that comes with the scooter and stuff. Maybe buy two of those. I don't know, because I already have a Matt Riddle open. The one with the old orange Bro trunks. It came with the blue hat, the blue and red hat. It's the first, I want to say the first main roster Riddle, Matt Riddle. But, yeah, I'll be buying those too. So, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.